how you avoid dating broke boys. Don't date broke boys. They just stress you out. Number one, when I meet a guy and he wants to ask me out on a date, I say, okay, where are you from? What do you do? I am a aerospace engineer.
Nah, first of all, can we talk about these lips? Before we talk about going on any dates, I need to know what's good with those lips, fam.
I go straight to Google, type in aerospace engineer salary. 200,000 a year? Great. That's in my income range for guys that I date. Now, if he comes and says that he works at McDonald's, no shade. You just don't make enough to date me. And that's okay. There's a girl out there for you. It's just not me. Number three, check his living situation. Does he have his own place or does he still live with his mom in his mom's basement? Very important. Another thing, does he have an actual bed, elevated off the floor so you're not breathing dust? Does he have more than one pillow? Does he have blankets? Or do you walk into his room and he has one mattress laying on the floor with one stained pillow? Ew, gross. If you can afford to pay your own rent, how can you afford to pay my rent? No. Number three, if he wants you to call your own Uber to the date to see him, absolute automatic no.
All right, what's the problem with that? I can go as far into this argument and say that, okay, maybe the guy should like pay for the dinner or whatever the case. But what's the problem about you getting your own Uber to meet me there? Especially if we're like on two different sides of the city and you're all the way uptown. Obviously, I'm going to ask you, like, why don't you get an Uber and like meet me where I am?
He's a broke boy, not doing it. That is when I tell him I prefer it if you send my Uber to my place or you pick me up yourself because I'm a lady. I deserve to be treated like a princess and I'm not accepting anything lower. Period. Number four, if we're out to dinner and he is arguing with the waiter about $1 upcharge on his extra cheese or whatever he got on his food, and that extra dollar just hurt his pocket so much, broke boy, leave him alone. Ain't gonna do it for you. I'm manifesting only wealthy men for my girlies who are watching this, so stay tuned for more. Bye!
All right. So here's the thing. Part of me wants to say there's at least a 10 to 12% chance that she's kind of correct on some of the shit that she's talking about, right? However, one thing I definitely want to make superiorly clear, one of the biggest reasons as to why the dating scene is the way it is now is simply because of that princess attitude that a lot of women have. It is because of that reason that they often overlook a lot of guys that are better mates for them comparatively against, the typical Chads or the Tyrones of the world. And when it comes down to a conversation like this, I always like to lead with the mantra, what you demand, you should be able to reciprocate. And specifically understanding that there are two different roles that both men and women play in relationships, it is specifically essentially important that not only the man and the woman come together in a way that is dynamic for the relationship, but also if you're going to have some sort of standards, it would make sense for you to be able to uphold your own sort of standards. And I don't want to be disrespectful, but judging by what's in front of us here, gentlemen, clearly there are some things that are not connecting well. This one's an L. What do you think? Would you take her out on a date? Let me know in your comments below. Thank you so much for stopping by. Until the next one. Peace.